Welcome back. Skin cancer remains the most common form of cancer in the U.S., and just because summer may be coming to an end doesn't mean that the need for protection from the sun's rays needs to end. Joining us now is Dr. Daniel Ladd, past president of the American Osteopathic College of Dermatology and lifetime member of the Skin Cancer Foundation. Amunet Circle. Dr. Ladd, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, it is a common thought that when summer's over, we don't need to apply the sunscreen. Tell us why that's not true.
Well, even though the sun is not out in the fall and the clouds are out, the clouds can lull us into a sense of security that is really not there. 85% of the sun's rays can still get all the way through the clouds and down to our faces and bodies. So we still have to be vigilant.
Doctor, can you tell us the difference? Because I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't know what to look for. I don't even know the different types of skin cancer or what to look for, where the signs are. Can you kind of break it down for us, what we should be looking for?
Sure. One of the most common locations that we'll get skin cancer, unfortunately, is on the face, but other parts of the body as well. And what you're looking for is a spot that doesn't heal up very well. If we get a typical scratch that's not cancerous, it'll heal up and just go away. But if you find that you're continually trying to get the same spot healed over and over again, that's a definite sign to go in and get that area checked by a dermatologist.
Yes, Dr. Ladd, unfortunately, I do have some affiliation with skin cancer. I had Mohs surgery on my face. It was really, I showed Jeremy the picture. It looked like it was, a terrible thing, but it has healed nicely. And I've known about those things. I feel like that you should definitely go in once in a while. Like, do you think yearly or every 6 months once you've had a skin cancer?
Yeah, I would say go with the advice of your dermatologist, but once a year is good. And there's good news for skin cancer patients. In the past, you mentioned the Mohs surgery, and that's a surgical way that has a high cure rate. But there's now image-guided superficial radiation therapy, which is a revolutionary new technique that uses ultrasound to look below the surface of the skin and then measure very precisely the size of that skin cancer and then treat it with radiation therapy so that surgery is not necessary. So on the face, obviously, this is a huge benefit for patients.
Right.
Wow, you guys have both said something that I didn't even know.
What's that?
When I think of cancer and the family members I've had with cancer, I assume going to your primary doctor. A dermatologist is what you need to do for skin cancer. I did not know that.
Absolutely, yeah. Dermatologists, that's all they do is skin evaluation of lesions. Primary care doctors are good at many things, but if you really want to focus in and get the most expert opinion to make sure that you don't have a skin cancer, see a dermatologist and get that head-to-toe skin exam.
Yes, and I think just being aware of your body, like you said, if you have something that's not healing up, or if you have something that's a little scratchy, and it keeps coming back, that's a sign that you might need to get that checked.
Absolutely right. And, other areas of the body too, not just the face, but the back, the legs. The most common skin cancers are basal cell and squamous cell carcinoma, and that's what the image-guided superficial radiation therapy treats. But there's also melanoma that we have to think about, and that happens for men most often on the back and women most often on the legs. So the importance of that full body skin exam is really a big deal.
Doctor, what is the, I don't even know how to say it, the mortality rate? Like, is it a highly curable cancer, skin cancer, if you get it taken care of?
So for the most common skin cancers, the basal and the squamous cell that I just mentioned, the cure rate with the image-guided superficial radiation therapy is 99%. With the Mohs surgery, also 99%. So good outcomes with those kind of skin cancers, and thankfully that's the most common form of skin cancer. The melanomas are more rare. You don't see them as often, but they can be much more deadly. They can spread to other parts of your body. But even for those, there's great new therapies for those as well.
Just to stay on top of it. So if for someone who's maybe had some skin cancer on the face, or you're up in years, or your immune is low, would you suggest for skin sunscreen something like more with the zinc oxide that's more protective?
Right. Those are UVB and UVA protecting. That's kind of broad spectrum. That's the kind that you need to have. And, certainly if patients want more information, they can go to gentlecure.com. That lays out a lot of the skin cancer information, and it's specifically the image-guided superficial radiation therapy.
Doctor, and that superficial radiation therapy, are most dermatologists aware of that now and starting to use that? Can people here in our area find a dermatologist who can use that new technology?
Yeah, GentalCure.com will help them, guide them towards a provider that uses that. We have over 250 locations in the United States now where dermatologists are using this new technology.
Awesome.
That's
Thank
good to
you
know,
so.
yes.
Your wealth of knowledge, and it really has. You've informed me, which is important, and now Kelly knows a lot about this. We thank you so much for your time and what you've done for the skin cancer community.
Thanks so much.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Have a great day. All right,
You
don't
too.
go anywhere.
Bye-bye.
So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this.
Yes.
So I learned so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but you need
it's
to.
important to self-check.
I know, because my doctor's always curious.